The Supreme Court has issued a notice to the Delhi Police and the Union of India. The court has also issued contempt notice to lawyers shown in the sting operation, claiming that they have beaten the JNU Student Union President Kanhaiya Kumar. Lawyers Vikram Chauhan, Om Sharma and Yashpal Singh are the ones who could be spotted in that sting operation boasting about their acts. We have Managing Editor TVTN Rahul Kanwal joining us for more. Rahul, the country's highest court taking note of that sting operation. Do you think that this is, the first step in the right direction to take some action against those rogue lawyers?
Avantika, this is massive India Today impact, where the Supreme Court has issued contempt notices to the 3 lawyers who were exposed by India Today as having admitted on camera that they beat up journalists, that they beat up Kanhaiya Kumar, president of the Jawaharlal Nehru University Students' Union. Remember, so far, the Delhi police had been dragging its feet, and very minor offences had been levelled against these lawyers. But now the Delhi police also must respond, as must the government of India, on whether there is a need to set up a special investigation team to probe why this violence happened, and also the charge of negligence which is levelled by the accused themselves. Remember, the accused are on camera boasting about how the cops never came down hard on them, that the cops actually just stood around, allowed them to beat up these people. The Supreme Court has taken a very, very stern view on this, and it's issued these notices. Now it will be interesting to see what the Delhi police has to say in its defense, because remember, Commissioner Basi, when I spoke to him, said that the lawyers were boasting, but they were incriminating themselves. They were talking about how they beat someone up, and that is very, very significant. And now the lawyers will have to face the music, Avantika.
Absolutely. And Rahul, this expose also had politicians cutting across political lines, demanding action against the 3 lawyers. And as you rightly mentioned, it puts the Delhi police in a spot who had also, pressed very lenient charges against these 3 lawyers.
We've been speaking to a whole bunch of very senior lawyers. When an accused is beaten up in custody, that is a very, very serious offence, which has stringent provisions for penalty under the Indian Penal Code. Instead of invoking those provisions, at least initially, very minor provisions had been invoked, and then later when India Today put out this investigation and the cops realized that they were under pressure, that is when charges of rioting and other charges were added to the FIR that was registered against the 3 lawyers. Initially, only affray, and affray, if I can explain that to our viewers, means getting into a fight in a public place. That's what affray means. That's the charge that had initially been invoked. Now, these are very, very easily bailable offences, but now given the view that the Supreme Court has taken, it's very rarely that the Supreme Court acts in this fashion immediately after an investigation which is clearly in public interest. And now this petition, which was submitted by Kamini Jaiswal, argued by Senior Counsel Prashant Bhushan, has been taken cognizance of. Yesterday the matter came up hearing. They asked for it to be heard today. And now we have to see what the Ministry of Home Affairs and the Delhi police have to say in their defense. And most importantly, on the 15th, when the first instance of violence happened, that time the matter came to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court ordered Delhi police to ensure that adequate efforts were made to ensure that there was no violence in court the next time the hearing happened. Despite the Supreme Court's own observations, there was violence the next time as well, and that clearly is something the Supreme Court is not very happy about, and that's why they are discussing the possibility of setting up an SIT to probe the violence and the possibility of there being negligence on the part of the Delhi police.
Right. Rahul Kanwal there. Thank you so much for joining us.
Director Rajkumar Hirani is in Pune. And what is he doing there? Well, he will be filming Sanjay Dutt's exit from the jail. This is for the biopic Badshah, based on Dutt's lifestyle.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Gadgets and Gizmos. My name is Gaurav Preeti. And in this week's episode, I am out eating lunch at a fine dine restaurant, man. Yeah.